showing you how to create this simple look. This look can literally be done in 10-15 minutes if you become really good at it. I'll be starting first with my skin prep. I already have used my toner and my moisturizer when I had my bath today, and this is like almost immediately. So yeah, but if that is not the case for you, make sure that you clean your face, use your moisturizer before you go in with your primer. So now I'm about to apply my primer. Primers, I'll be using the Matrix and my Zaran oil oil-free pore minimizer. Now the reason why I use both is that just for extra security, this alone can do the job for you, but I have a really oily skin, yeah, so I use both of them. So you go in and apply. This dries up really quick, so apply. One thing with skin prep is that you have to always wait for your products to dry down. Say give like a minute interval for each product that you apply, okay, before you go in with the next one. So I'll wait for a while before I go in with my pore minimizer, which is my forehead, my eyebrows because it can get really oily, and then my nose. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, that is a very simple skin prep. Yeah, so for some people they go in with a spray first. I'll be using this Nia Beauty spray first to lock in my skincare products, and then I just go in with my beauty blender to, you know, distribute that in properly as well. Yeah, so I allow this to dry down again before you go in with your foundation, which is the next thing that we're going to apply. So I have my foundation on my palm, the back of my palm, and for this I like to use very little, and I usually like to start, you'll start your foundation from your jawline, okay, and then you work it up to the other areas, okay. This is how you get a really good blend. But for me, sometimes when I do not want my foundation to look too much, I usually just do concentrate more on the areas where I have blemishes, dark spots, like this area. But you can see that the little that I used has, you know, gone a long way. See that? And this is a look that is something for, say, work or church, and maybe you want it to be really mild. You don't want too many products on your skin, on your face. You don't want it too heavy. That's what we're aiming for, okay. That's why I'm using very little foundation. And really, this country is too hot. Allow your skin to breathe. It's just very important. All right, so I went ahead to apply foundation all over my face, off camera, on my forehead, on top of my eyelid even. I'm very sorry that I'm not showing you all the products I'm using. That's because almost all my products are empty. Like when I say empty, everything is almost finished. So I mean, I could put a list of everything that I'm using, but in regards to brand and anything else, just feel free to get what you can afford. Applying powder everywhere on my face, and I am not doing like this. I am dabbing it in, okay. Also make sure to always distribute the products that you apply on your neckline as well, and your neck. Yes, I'm not using concealer to highlight underneath my eyes, but I'm going in with two different shades. Let me show you the under. Two different shades of setting powder. This one is lighter and this one is darker. So I'm going to use this one first. Yeah, so I'll use this first, which is the darker shade, and then I'll go in with this lighter shade. So I'm using this triangular foam. Should we call it a beauty blender? But yeah, it's triangular. I'm using that now. I'm patting some powder on my T-zone area, okay, before I use the lighter one, which I actually want to use to highlight my features, okay. So you can see I'm applying this like this T-zone area, forehead, nose, underneath my eyes, and then if you want to, yeah, as well. If you got smile lines, feel free to apply here. I'll be contouring my cheekbones a little bit, you know, So I'm brushing it upwards like so. I'll do the same thing for my nose as well. You know, this nose is big, so let's try to make it a little bit smaller. And draw it on this part. Try to draw like a Y, you know. Draw like a Y down, put it up, take it up from your brows, yes, and then you draw it down. Is that coming together? Can you see the nose? I'm going to use that same shade that I'm using to apply as eyeshadow on my eyelid. You know, I said it's very simple. I'm aligning that meet up with my contour for my nose. I told you that this is a very simple look that we're creating. Make sure it's well blended, okay? Blending is the key to fine looking makeup. So I'm going to use my blush now, my powder blush. I'm using an orange shade. If you don't have a blush, you can use your eyeshadow palette. You're welcome. If you're just starting out, like you don't really know so much about makeup, please, as you apply your blush, little by little, build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up, okay? I usually dab it and then I like dust it off first before I use it to apply on my cheek, okay? And then I like to put some on my nose as well. I'm going to use the lighter shade now. For this lighter shade, I'm using it just underneath my eyes. Okay? You can try to shift that to your nose like this. To cinch your nose a little more. I said cinch as if it's waist. To snatch. I mean, your nose a little more. You get it, I'm sure you do. So I'm going to do my brows now, and I'm using a brow pencil. I'm sharpening it first. It's very important that your brow pencil, if you're not using a gel liner, is really sharp. So you see that I have really thick brows. So what I did was I used my brow, what do they call this thing? Brow definer, brow tints, whatever. I used it. Some people use edge control. You can use that. But when you use edge control, I always advise that you put powder on top of it first, because edge control can be oily, so that it's going to mattify and soak up any oil from it first. So you see that my brows are full. So what I'm going to do is I'll just give an outline like this, okay? Give an outline. This pencil is not as sharp as it should be, and because it's not giving me what I want. But yeah, then after giving the outline, I just fill in the tail area, because this area is already full enough, as you can see. So, but if your brows are not as thick or full as mine, go ahead and line it up, and then you fill like this in upward strokes. Just mimic how your brows look, okay? Light strokes, just like that. Usually I'll leave it this way. Yes, when I'm going to church, I don't bother highlighting the brows. I don't bother trying to correct anything or make it look more defined or anything. So let's say you make some mistakes, or you just need your brows to look more defined, and really that's what using concealer for your brows is actually all about, just to make it look more defined, not to be your correcting tool, okay? So let's make this look more defined. Remember that you have done your eyeshadow already. Do not forget. I'm using something that is really close to the shade of foundation that I use. That's my preference. I do not like my brows to look too I don't like it to look too bright. Literally, my brow. I'll take a really small brush and just dab like so, okay? I use like the lighter brown one, so it gives my brows this feathery light look. So but yeah, people that have really stubborn brows, this is very important for you to use actually. See that I got the shape first, then I closed it up. Especially when you're just lining, make sure your pencil is really sharp so that you get the precision that you need, okay? The first thing I like to use is my concealer. Yes, when I'm doing a nude look, I go in with my concealer first. Yeah, it all the way to the top, just a little bit to touch here. Okay, then I work it up a little bit more. Okay, and that's how it looks like. Okay, yeah, try a little there. Going in with this one first. Okay, so I've applied some clear gloss behind my palm, and I'm going to use that now. See, I'm using my makeup brush, just the tip of it. Lips to look too oily, so I'm using just a little bit. You can either dust this off, okay, or you like blend it in if you want it to be very obvious. Okay, I'm going for very obvious because that's what I did in that look, so I'm just dabbing it in. Okay, that is okay. I would use two, this one and this one, so I'm going to use just this anyway. So allow that to dry down. Okay, I have some really pretty beauty marks. I mean, that's what they call them, so I like to pop them again. I have one here. I'm using a liquid liner for this. I have one here. Even people that don't have this thing, they do it, so go ahead. Okay, I just feel like it looks really nice, pretty. What do you think? I don't have any artificial lights. I mean, you can see my ring light behind me. I'm not using any other light, just my natural light that I'm using now. So this is how your makeup is literally going to look when somebody sees you. This highlights in this place did not reach, but let's leave it like that. So what, you know, I said I want a really matte look. So but I'm just going to apply just a little teeny bit of highlighter just on my nose here, tip of my nose. Okay, and then little here as well, teeny weeny, because this makeup, by the time you go outside and meet that sun, mascara. I'm sorry I cannot show you how to apply false lashes because I don't even know how to apply false lashes on myself, so I just trust in my mascara abilities. Why do we always do this? I mean, this is the easiest way to apply your mascara. Just carry it and be separating it like this. See, that means I don't have lashes, they're popping. And this mascara is finished. So if it wasn't finished, what you would have been seeing, So trying to separate them. Then what I do sometimes is I try to add 2 or 3 strands together to give it that look, you know. See, there's a difference, this one and this one. So because of the little things that we have done, this stuff, so you can go in again with your spray. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is something that you can recreate. If this video was helpful to you, please share, save. Don't keep this to yourself. Share it to other people. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, this is your first time here and you stay till this time, thank you so much. But please also subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. See you in my next video. I would also like to hear from you any other looks that you want me to create or something, anything about beauty, makeup, fitness, whatever it is that you want me to talk about, mom life. Please, I'm all here for it. Drop your comments. Okay, bye.